But first tonight, some cold, hard facts about the risk of falls. Every day, 400 Australians wind up in hospital as a result of having a fall. Sadly, 7,000 lives are lost every year. That's more than breast, skin and brain cancer combined. It's more than 5 times the national road toll. So it's no surprise there's a lot of work being done to prevent falls.
And every time we take a step, it's like a control fall.
The dangers of putting one foot in front of the other.
I have a friend who's 64 years old. 6 weeks ago, fell in her house and she banged her head.
The statistics are not great.
In fact, they're terrible.
She never regained consciousness.
So how big of a problem are falls?
And there's about 16 people who die because of a fall every day.
A day?
Every day. 400 people a day who get admitted because of a fall into hospital.
As our population ages, more and more Australians are just one uneven paver, one misstep from disaster. It's no laughing matter.
I got up and I walked and I just went down.
Tonight, the fight to help prevent falls.
So you cannot fall over.
Kim's colleague, Professor Stephen Lord, a world leader in fall prevention.
We're going to expose you to what could be best described as a booby-trapped walkway.
Never fear, 9 workplace safety officers. Strap me in. What could possibly go wrong?
So you cannot fall over.
I can't fall over.
You've got a sky. You've got a sky hook.
Okay. So I'm all kitted up and strapped in. I've got the padding, and the idea is that I'm not able to fall over, but we're going to replicate what happens if you do fall and how to prevent having a fall. And it's the slip and trip walkway. It's a deliberate booby trap. So let's put it to the test. So I just start walking?
Start walking.
Okay. At a normal pace.
Keep walking. You did it.
I'm doing this again. How did I go though? Did I fall the right way?
You did. You lifted your tripped foot up and over and regained your balance and could keep walking.
So that's the trick.
That's the strategy.
Okay.
That's the strategy.
All right. We'll do it again. That was the hazard.
That was the hazard. So this time it's a slip.
A slip hazard.
Just like a slip, and as you can see, it's completely different.
If I didn't have this though, I would have gone over then.
Well, what you've experienced is, it's not a simulation, it's a real slip. And so you're walking along, you've slipped. As you can see, your leg goes with it.
Yes.
You come back and you get that other protective leg down, and that's what we need to do. And that's what we're training up, is that response.
It's a booby trap with real purpose and scientific backing to boot.
The idea is, we've found out that if we can we expose older people to this contraption, they learn to deal with trips and slips quite quickly. So the skills learnt here in the lab actually can be used when people are out and about in everyday life.
So it's conditioning.
It's conditioning, it's training. It's so people actually develop a plan and avoid the fall.
The good news is you don't need a slip and trip walkway to get training.
And then just exhale and just let go. Relax.
In Ashfield, in Sydney's inner west,
Inhale, push and stretch up.
we meet Tai Chi Grandmaster Gary Kaur.
But Tai Chi is so gentle, and we move, we're always in control of our body, so that we're always mindful of every movement.
Tai Chi's been found to be an ideal exercise for fall prevention.
So by doing the movement slowly, it gives you time for the mind to register and for the information. And if you keep doing that practice, gradually, the whole mind and body start to synchronize.
So it helps with balance.
Oh yeah, balance and posture. So when you do Tai Chi, you will always have a good posture and always relax.
The 77-year-old calls himself a falls master.
Because I fall all the time.
You fall?
Yes, I fall. I'm a Tai Chi expert. I can balance on one leg. I can even fight on one leg. But There are so many we are falling.
So he not only teaches how to avoid falling,
So normally you see that when we fall, we automatically take a foot forward to try to stop the fall.
but how to have one without injury.
That's where Tai Chi comes in. Tai Chi principle, movement number 2 is just to relax or push the bottom down or the tailbone down. Now your weight is falling straight down.
So not forward,
You're not falling anymore.
Mona's put the Grand Master's principles into practice.
There was a whole lot of wet leaves from the rain, and I actually slipped on the leaves, and I automatically did like a horse stance, which is what Grandmaster has taught us to do. And my girlfriend said, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing Tai Chi. I stopped myself from falling."
Daphne signed up after a scare.
Quite recently, I got out of the swimming pool, and when I reached the top step, my leg just decided it wouldn't hold me any longer. I fell backwards, fortunately, into the swimming pool, or I would have killed myself.
A warning she's heeded.
I can feel it strengthening my legs, and that's where I know that I need to
Certainly is.
strengthen.
And it is the old story, use it or lose it. And it's never too late or too early to start. For more information and some links to fall prevention programs, head to our website.